And in terms of the action that we've seen on the table, what's been your highlight so far?
The highlight was the semi-finals and final of Super League. The quality of 8-ball was incredible, and I'd like to just say to you that when you see these top players in action at that level, it is an incredible view. So I really enjoyed it.
Firstly, Simon, how's your week been so far at the Manurewa Club?
Yeah, pretty good so far. Had a good start to the 10 days winning the Super League, and then made the final of the pre-nationals on Sunday, and then made the final of the pairs. So, and I've just had a couple of days back at home working. So, looking forward to tomorrow.
Who's another top 9-ball player playing out of Pool and Blues, I believe. You still in, mate? You still in? So Baden on the smalls here, looking to take this match out against Phil. He's only really got the red 7. You can see he's eyeing it up. At what point he's going to go into it, potentially off the 2 blue ball. Maybe he's going to try and swing into it now off this orange 5. No, he's just going to roll that in, try and give himself the angle. But he's completely overrun that. Not the end of the world, he's still got the purple 4 to the bottom right, which will give him a nice position on the 1 yellow. So Baden's still in prime position in this crucial 6th frame.
Matt McInnes, he's on the far table. He's playing, I don't know what the name of the guy is. He's a young Asian and he's quite sharp. And Matt was on the black down the rail and he played it for the far right hand corner and potted it in the opposite of the same on the same rail but down in the other corner. The jawed, ran right down the rail and went in the other pocket. So, and he's gone, isn't he? And he's now left the table, so he obviously won that match. So Matt McInnes is still going. He has to be up there with the favourites. The 2 that were playing off, that Adam Lilly has to play, have finished. So Adam Lilly will be on shortly, I'd say.
I don't think he could say.
Aye?
So I can only assume that Baden can see this 7 ball. So he's going to have to...
Because he's not as good as you.
He's going to try and drop this into the right middle. He's got room. Yeah, good shot, Baden. Baden takes out Phil Wilkinson, 4-2. And that's the end of Phil's Clubs New Zealand Nationals tournament.
Do you think Baden will try what he did before and try and work the cue ball, sort of screw up the rail and knock the black bit closer to a pocket?
Surely not.
No, he's just going to take his medicine and...
I mean, this is... If it goes in, Baden wins. If he misses the black jaws, then Vince's got a relatively easy clearance.
A good cue ball, if he sort of gets it in between the two pockets, you know, half ball either way, make things awkward for Vince, but ideally he's just going to pot this. I'm sure the Tate family are, you know, boning, got the fingers crossed and everything. This doesn't go on.
What's Baden Jackson made of? What's he got?
No.
It's missed.
Yeah, that's where I
Vince
thought...
Tate is coming back to the table.
There's my half ball white I was talking about, Alex, where this is just awkward enough. With the two, you can't get to the one, but you're just going to screw into the side rail.
Vince could almost play this as a shot to nothing and just leave the cue ball in not a great position, which he's done. But he's got the pot. Vince Tate in prime position. He just needs to run this cue ball down the table just to get a slightly better angle. Here we go, Vince.
Don't do anything silly, Vince.
Biggest shot of the championship for Vince Tate.
Oh,
perfect.
He's played that well.
Perfect, Vince.
Yeah, to the applause of the crowd. Takes this one for the match.
After leading 3-0, Baden Jackson pulled it back to 3-all, and now Vince Tate has this to move into the last 16 of the National Championships. And he takes it.
Yeah. Pleasure for the crowd. Judging by the response.
Also, the 10, he's aiming that up. If you play that, that's actually not bad. I was going to say you play that, the white's naturally going down there, so you leave Adam long. Even though he does play long shots pretty well, due to his snooker pedigree, still a chance that he'll miss it. As it is here, he's got two pockets to play for, and neither of them are easy. I reckon he'll go open pocket here, left-hand side.
Big shot for Adam. Oh, what a shot! What a great shot, Adam Lenny. Takes out the match.
4-2. Still a fair bit of risk involved, though.
Really accuracy required shot here.
Yep.
Get it accurate. He's got to hit it hard enough to shift the 12 away from the black, but he doesn't want to hit it hard enough that he doesn't get on the 10.
He doesn't, for me, he doesn't need to hit it hard. Like medium speed, because he doesn't need a big chunk of these balls.
He's got to control the shot so that he stays on that 10.
He must stay on the 10, yes. That's the absolute minimum. He doesn't have to absolutely clobber it, though.
He's hit it, and he has got a good result.
I don't see what Healy did there, but Camelia's sort of tut-tutting at him. I think he was trying to leave Tony safe on the black, but he's left it wide open.
Danny needs to keep this simple, and he has. Last shot.
Oh, he hasn't hit it hard enough. It's sat short.
I don't know with Danny whether he's going to load up or not. So played that
Camelia's sweating bullets next to me. I think he's more nervous watching Healy than Healy is playing. I know Jojo's like that when Adam's playing. I think it just goes with partners playing. So Danny Bowen wins the match.
I guess when you're 3-1 down, your patience probably isn't really there. Oh!
Yeah, Vincey.
So here's another youngster about to go through. Nice. Well done, Healy.
For example, that's why I tried to use the short rack to try and get something that's consistent. But it's hard because with the white in the D, it's not easy to guarantee that second ball into the middle like you can with the Super League white, because you can break from the side. So yeah, I mean, there's just no logic to it. I've played tournaments, clubs New Zealand, where I pot a ball every time. I've played tournaments where I try and do exactly the same thing, and you can't buy a ball, you know.
Did you use the shark rack for this tournament? I know you used it for the Super League and it worked reasonably well for you, but this tournament, did you carry on with it?
No, I did in the pairs.
So Healy White.
Oh, hello, this black to
second, this black for the match.
This black is for the victory. This would get him into the semi-finals, folks. And oh, down it goes.
Healy White.
So Healy White is your first semi-finalist, beating Steve Denton 4 frames to 1 in what seemed like not very much time.
He's almost got a free hit at it. Yeah.
Which he does as he's going and off.
There
No,
you
he's
go.
okay.
Wow.
Little bit of luck you need sometimes, isn't it?
I'm not too sure. He can see the 4 actually. He might have been snookered by the black, but he's got it.
Gives the black a wee bump. A wee love tap.
Use the top rail here, up and down. Just got to be careful not to overrun.
Or over hit with too much side. That's fine.
Yeah, nice
That's
shot
lovely.
there. Should be bringing us back to 3-2.
Stuns it in. Slightly dangerous when you consider what's been happening this week with balls bouncing out of pockets. You'll know better than the rest of us would, Simon, about that.
Wow.
I'm thinking 3-2-4 here. Or am I being daft?
Well,
The 3 looks natural enough to, at least as a punch shot, to get back onto the 2. Oh, he's taking it now. This is frame ball,
this
folks.
is not easy. He's played it with
Got
success.
it.
No, it's not a good shot.
Oh, he's got away with it.
Got the 3.
Yeah.
Thought he might have ended up in between both of those, but yeah, just had enough to get on the 3.
Well, he almost played it as if he was going to miss it, you know, like he didn't play position, he just played to get
safety.
the white, safe.
Yeah, it's Matt McInnes though, isn't it? And you have a chance to win the match.
A good shot here. He's wiping his brow, a bit of sweat.
This is
Quite
pressure.
warm in here too.
He's running away from the 4 as well, so he's going to be...
There we go.
This is quite thin.
I think the 4's on the rail. He might have
This is not... It's not easy here to get the white ball to the right-hand side of the 8, so he's naturally going to be running towards the 8 or to the left, maybe, unless he puts a bit of right-hand side on.
There's a big puff of the cheeks from Sam. This is...
Is he just going to concentrate
This
on
is
the
a big
pot?
shot.
Just make sure he pots it, I think.
This is your chance for the semi-final.
Did.
Come inside.
He did. If this keeps going, he'll be okay.
How's he look? It's okay. It's okay.
Look at that steely gaze. I know you can't see it, but I can.
Balls at himself.
He's just steering the ball into the pocket.
Here we go.
Look at everyone watching. There's just so much tension over
Biggest
this.
shot of your career, Sam. This is for a spot in the semi-finals.
No.
Oh, he's missed it.
He's missed it by
No. he's-
Matt McInnes coming. It's not an easy
got away
lead
with
for
it.
Matt. It's not an easy. He's got a shot, but
That's the advantage when you miss it by that much. It kicks out to somewhere where it could be ugly. This is not ugly, but it's not easy.
He just went the wrong way and made it more difficult for himself.
here we go. Huge shot for Matt.
Centre of the pocket, this one, telling you.
Oh,
Yes, he does. He's
cue
not
ball,
going off,
cue
does he?
ball.
Oh!
Wow.
3
Here we go,
frames
guys. Hell.
a piece. How are you liking this one? Can understand if he takes the 11 because the 14 means that it's not guaranteed you'll get on the black.
Yeah, well played.
So would you now,
Oh,
with
black
the
in
6
middle.
on,
No, black in the middle, for sure.
I know, but with the 6 now on, would you use that 14 to help you?
Oh, you can't avoid the 14, John.
It's running straight into it.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean, you use it to help you.
Left himself a little bit easier here, but
You're back him to take it out, book his spot in the semi-finals.
can he just stare down on the shot? Cue through the ball, and he has done.
He got it!
Well done.
Well done, Matt.
So Matt McInnes, he was 3-1 down, staring right in the face, but he roars back to win 4-3, and Sam Newman actually with the shot on the black and I think the 6th frame missed it, so Matt all the way back from that pit of despair to come out on top.
Both the Super League, I think it was in the quarterfinals, and then the Clubs New Zealand Nationals in the quarterfinals as well.
Well, he's never beaten me before until the South Islands. But the thing is like I would say over the last 3 years, my probably top 4 or 5 performances in individual matches have all been against Adam, and pretty much every match has been on the hill. And it's because I know how good he is and how well I have to play to beat him. And I think he sort of was getting a bit upset at me because I was playing so well against him all the time. because he was playing really well as well. So, but the South Islands was a fantastic final. I wasn't worried about losing that. He played. We both played fantastic. It was a great match, but it was probably a massive hurdle for him to overcome. So.
What a shot from
to
him!
get out of
Right.
position. What position?
Well, the 5's not great, and it forces Healy to take on a bit of a.
How about this shot from Daniel Bowen? Love your work. He's got the first one. He's got the plant. This is not easy still because he's off angle on the 2, but cut the 2 in, develop the 3. Should get on the 4 here, but he's playing the 4. Drops the 4. He might be able to get onto the 5 here, Simon. What do you reckon? Off the 3? Or is the angle not there?
Yeah, I think he's got to stun across. He's got to get through the gap. Well, he's going to go
Off
now.
the 2.
Yeah, I mean, the 5 and the 8 are far enough off the rail for this. I mean, I know you thought that the 11 over the pocket was a good shot, but
I still think it was.
He doesn't have to develop any of them. He's just got to play positional shots. So
He's still got to deal with the black.
oh, he's playing
though.
the double. Yeah, but I
Double.
mean, if he gets the double, he's got a shot at the black. So at the end of the day, he's giving himself a chance. That's all you can do.
Playing to his strengths because he's a good doubler. I hope I haven't jinxed him here.
This will be a massive blow.
Oh, we got it!
Healy,
This will be a huge blow to Adam.
nasty little black.
Just make sure you stroke through it, even though it's close. You still need to stroke through this. It's about as much
It's
as he
there.
could do, and he's got it.
What a shot! 3-1 Healy White.
I
Adam,
think that might be it. Healy is.
that should be curtains. Healy wastes no time, and
It's perfect.
that's
perfect.
that's match.
Healy
has
might-
to run
Healy might.
might,
I mean,
he
Healy
might.
White. Healy White
Might
might
he-
be our
There
first
we go.
finalist.
Healy White.
Mighty Healy White.
So relaxed, so composed.
Yep, looking real good.
Not a care in the world. He moves
good
into the
performance.
final.
Here we go.
Performance.
So Healy White is your first man through, and I did say Adam Lilly could win this, but that's a very big could, and he wasn't quite there this time. Healy running over top of him, 5 frames to 2. I've got a lot of loud Ned. Got a lot of loud Neds behind us, by the way,
That
you
would have been a
guys.
very time to take, Simon.
Nah.
I thought it would just leave it easier back into the middle. Do you think he's going to be?
Clip
Yeah,
it
but
thin.
I would say the 15 to the 8 positionally. The 14 to the 8 positionally is easier than the 14 to the 13. Whatever you just put in.
Oh, he's a big screwback. Off the rail. He's come up short.
I mean,
Played
that's
that like a 9-ball shot.
that's why that's why I would have taken the 13 last, because it would have given him perfect position on the black in the middle. But well, hindsight's 2020.
Well,
And Dan played a bad shot, to be fair. But
Well,
He's played that. He's tried to come off 3 rails. He's tried to come off the top right side rail and then back out, sort of to leave the black in the middle. He's played it like a 9-ball shot, but obviously this white ball's slightly different. Doesn't run on this cloth just, as much.
Only fitting that he should be wearing a Poland Blues shirt then.
Yeah, well the side spin just doesn't take off the second rail like it does on a 9-ball table.
Double.
So
I reckon it's a
miscues that
double.
one. Big shot this.
It's a double. He's missed it. Where's the black going?
He's got away with it. He's got away with it.
it's pretty safe. There is a shot.
That's why he took the double and not the cut. There's a chance that if he missed it, he was going to leave it safe.
Matt Potts this, telling you. This is what champions are made of. He's been here before. He's won it twice before.
Big cut.
It is a big cut.
Drills it
but
into the top
this is-
right, you
this
reckon?
This is the difference.
Is he going to be worrying about the cue ball
No.
going in off bottom left?
No, he's nowhere near bottom left. He might catch the middle jaw, and then the white could go anywhere, but he'll pot this. He's just milking it for the crowd.
Yeah. He knows
Just
how
take your
big this
time,
is.
compose yourself.
No,
He's
I
got
think-
about 300 odd people watching him.
I'm just looking at Cooper.
I think he'll pot. Honestly, I think he'll pot this.
I reckon that his son Cooper's. He can barely watch. He can barely watch. Down he goes.
I think he pots it. I think he pots it. Told you.
Oh! Oh, he concedes the frame.
Concedes the frame.
Danny Bone pulls it back to 3 apiece.
I'm terrible at this commentary, aren't I?
You are. You keep...
I think you'll be fine. Oh my
he
goodness.
moved. Did you see him move on the shot?
Yeah,
That was just a bad shot.
He didn't need to draw that back.
It was the shot before that was the bad shot. I mean, obviously that one was because he missed it, but he didn't set himself up very well for it. And it's just as you said, Simon, mental omission by playing the drawback.
Matty McInnes back to the table for an opportunity he was not expecting. So he's going 2, and then 5, and then either 1 or the 4, depending on where he lands.
He can be anywhere. He can be anywhere, and he's got a shot.
He's got a huge area to play with this cue ball now.
I reckon the one...
It's pretty much guaranteed.
The 1 goes
kind of
next
shot.
for me. The 4 goes next for me. Because, well, maybe not now. He's pretty much dead on the 1.
Either way is fine.
I actually think the 1's a better ball to get onto the black from. That's just me, though. Either or, he's good enough to do it off either ball, so it's just whatever he chooses to do.
Danny will be kicking himself in his chair while he watches this.
Probably would have
Just,
hoped to have brought the cue ball over a little bit more.
I think he
Too
just
much
had a bit of
angle.
a brain fade. He just, you
He's
know,
going to have to spin this off 2 cushions.
Are you still
to get
talking
on with
about
it.
Danny?
matter.
Was it
Yeah, I was
just
talking
gonna
about
roll
Danny. Either or, doesn't matter.
I'll probably go off 2 cushions myself.
He's kind of punched this, or is he screwing it back?
I think he's going off 2 cushions.
1, 2.
Yeah. Nice shot, man.
Good enough. That'll
Nice
do
recovery.
just nicely.
This will give him a 4-3 lead. Puts him on the hill.
He's got it.
He's got it, 4-3.
Moves to the hill.
Danny will be kicking himself there. I think he's just maybe. I think the shot before that, he's played it perfect, and
I reckon though, just get a wee
gotta get
piece
the
of the
5 on the
5,
pocket,
get a wee
yeah.
piece of the 7 to get the 5 where he wants it.
I think Stevie's right. I think he's got to play the 2 into the 7, because if he plays the 2 directly into the 5, it's likely that it'll give a free ball.
Oh, he tried to jam it in. Why?
Oh no.
Why would you?
And that is unfortunately going to be the end of
Why would
Dan
you try
Bone's
and
main event.
play it so hard?
A sad way for Dan Bone to go out.
And that does the needful and moves through to the final, 5 frames to 3. I'm still flabbergasted he tried to hit it so hard. Camellia can't see anything, so she's rushed back behind me so she can see.
That's a great shot.
Oh, he's got that perfect, hasn't he? Just the way he took that off the 4 and ended up great on the black. So Healy takes the first frame and it's leaving rather than what he was potting.
Oh my
what
goodness.
a slot that is!
That is
thought he was gonna-
outrageous.
I thought he was going to
Healy
kick
White.
the 3 in, but no, he didn't. He went for the double instead.
Oh,
That's all right.
That's all right. What a shot by Healy. He's such an entertainer. He pulls out those big shots.
Boy's got stones, man. I'm surprised those trousers can
Oh, he's
hold
missed.
them. He's
He's
missed
pulled
one.
Let's Matt off there. Come on, we want to see. Matt. He took the wrong shot earlier. He should have just been going for the clearance, and I don't know why he played the 9 over the 15, but hopefully he takes the balls in the right order this time. And
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's missed as well.
like
That's got to be just pure nerves.
it's got to be
Just
nerves
nerves.
because
Always
like,
stabbed it.
well, look how hard he's hit it. He's drawn the white ball back 6 inches. It's not like he's screwed back the full length of the table.
This
He's
time
just
it does
go.
go.
Snatched at it and he's hit it too hard.
It's gift wrap for Healy White.
Unnecessary.
Will I interview the winner? Scott says. I think that might slots it. Beautiful. 2-1
Healy,
to Healy White.
Let off the hook there.
The ball jumping out of the pocket. Oh, Matt 13 sweet as into the top left pocket.
Oh wow! Why would he do that?
White ball.
That's
he went, slotted it
I
sweet
think Matt's
as
lost
into
his
here.
head here. That was crazy.
Is that just a bit of rush of blood to the head?
That's. I mean, Matt's very attacking, but that was uncharacteristic, I think.
That was also probably
got
an
away with
unnecessary shot from Healy. I know that it was a very difficult shot, but I don't think that was the way to play it.
Well, I think we can probably expect to see a few uncharacteristic shots and areas when you're playing in the national final. It's just the pressure and the nerves. I couldn't imagine playing with this many people watching in person, but also
I love it.
I know you do.
I've literally never played on the streaming table, and I couldn't think of anything worse actually. Is it something that you literally thrive under, Simon? You relish that?
Yeah.
I mean, you played in the World Cup of pool with, hundreds of thousands of people watching on Sky Sports. How was that?
Oh, it's what we play the game for. That's a good shot from Matt.
Yeah, I tend to lift my game on the streaming table. I know that every time I've played on the streaming table, I've played really well. It's almost like it helps you play. Because funnily enough, you try to forget that you're on the streaming table, but you know that people are watching you play, so you want to make sure you knuckle down and play better.
Yeah, so Matt's got away with this one, really. I know he got a bit unlucky with the ball jumping out there, but he played a bit of a rash shot afterwards, and Healy's let him off the hook. So 2-2.
I can do it if he wants to, but he's still going to leave Matt a shot.
That's a clever.
Okay.
It's not quite worked out, but it's a clever shot because Matt's in control of the frame, so he's trying to get the 8 into play.
Trying to hoof the black out as well, isn't he? Do you think he's going to leave? We'd be aiming to leave the white ball all the way down the other end of the table here, but he's at the mercy of where the 10 ends up.
Yeah, so it's
not worked.
So this should finally be the conclusion of this frame. Matt should be taking these out from here.
Well, he's still got to play a positional shot here. He's if he can put the white on the black spot, he's laughing. That's okay.
That'll
pretty
do.
good.
Yeah, you wouldn't take the 13 first, obviously, but you get in the wrong place on the 13 and you could be struggling, but Matt's done this beautifully. Just needs to seal the deal and hold the black.
So this for a 3-2 lead for Matt McInnes in a race to 5. It's down.
And down we go.
Takes a 1 frame lead.
Free ball, yeah.
Good.
Yes.
That's not as bad as it could have been.
Not control.
No delicacy there, was there?
One down into the corner pocket here, I think, guys.
Yeah, you can't play the 1 into the middle because he's going to snooker himself
Snooker
on
yourself.
his toe. So he's got to play that 1 down to the bottom. It's no gimme.
One down to the bottom, or just cut the 2 over the hole and sit the 1 on the 9. Sit the white on the 9.
I think.
Going aggressive.
Yeah, I think 1 to the. I think. Matt. Oh, he's. Oh!
We did.
He wiped his feet on the way in.
4-2.
Here we go. Matt McInnes
class,
to get on the hill.
That was class, wasn't it?
From a belly to a belly. That's not from
Here we go, guys. Matt McInnes looking to go 4-2 up in a race to 5. National final. And it's in.
He does, so he's on the hill. What have you got, Healy? How's your bottle?
Yeah, the 6 must pass into the middle. Switch angles there, Alex. Yep, so 6 goes in the middle. The end is near.
So how's your nerve, Matt?
Just going to hold it together.
Just got to work his way through. Doesn't need to do a whole lot with the cue ball with these remaining 4 small balls.
This would be the 4th time, by the way, folks. that if Matt does take this frame in the match, that either he or Phil have won the singles, and then they've won the pairs in the same tournament. So this would be quite special.
Stevie D, you're useless.
It's come back nicely for this.
Here we go. 3 balls away from his 3rd national singles title.
What do you reckon? Big hoof back off the right-hand rail.
He hasn't won it since 2012.
No, he's gone through the gap. Look at this.
Slightly straighter than he'd want to be, but it's okay. He can just screw back, or if he's got a small amount of angle, just top it through.
Yes, as long as he's dead straight and as long as he cues it dead straight, it will come back through where it is now and be perfect on the 8.
Looks like he's screwing back.
Screwing off the
Great
cushion.
shot. Here we go, guys. Matt McInnes, 1 ball away from being your 2019 National Singles Champion.
So it's come down to this.
Composing himself.
He'll be giving himself a little bit of extra time on this.
Big shot, Matty. Best of luck.
Potential frame-winning ball, game-winning ball, and final winning ball. Matt McInnes is your new 2019 Clubs New Zealand Singles Champion. 5-2 over Healy White in the final. And that, as I said before, is the 4th time that either Matt or Phil Wilkinson have won the singles and then gone on to win the pairs in the same tournament. And he talked about that in the pairs, and he's done it again.